Yo, what is good YouTube? Richie Kim here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys an overview or like a first impressions of the Nike KD10s. Before we get started, if you all can hit that subscribe button down below, I would appreciate it a lot. But anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off, as always, with the traction. The traction uses these like circle patterns on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what they're calling it or what to call them, but it's different from the honeycomb traction that was featured on the KD9. I have played in these a little bit, so I can kind of guess where the traction is headed. It seems to be okay on clean courts, but on dusty courts, you're gonna have to wipe a lot, and you're gonna be like slipping probably occasionally, or maybe even more. It just depends on how dusty your court is. I was having a little bit of problems on my court, so traction wasn't too great, but you know, I'll figure out how the traction actually performs once I put in like even more hours. But traction seems to just be okay at best. So moving on to the cushion, the KD10 features full-length zoom just like the KD9s, except for some reason on this, the KD10, the cushion does feel a little bit more firm. It's not as bouncy in my opinion, which for me, I like that. I like having a little bit more response versus like that type of bounce. For the cushion to feel like this, I feel like they may have changed like the amount of pressure inside the zoom bag. Or honestly, maybe they changed like how dense the Phylon is right here or something like that. I don't know. But for whatever reason, the cushion does feel more firm. It's still full-length zoom, still feels great, but it's not as bouncy as the KD9s. Moving on to the materials, the KD10 features a full Flyknit upper. However, on the KD10, it is TPU enforced. So if you flick the toe box, you can actually hear, you hear that noise, and it sounds kind of plasticky. And it's because it is infused with TPU. I feel like it's infused with like TPU strands. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but the style of material on the shoe is kind of reminiscent of the Kobe 11, but maybe not to that extent. It's more pliable and more like flexible, whatever you want to say. Like it feels better on foot than the KD 11s, but it definitely doesn't give you that free feeling that the KD9s had. But materials still feel great. Overall, it feels like a normal Flyknit shoe almost. It just, it is a little bit plasticky, but that adds some durability. Moving on to fit in the KD10s, they do run true to size, but maybe just a little bit long. For me, the width-wise, it was fine for me, but it was just a little bit long lengthwise. Overall, I'd say these things run true to size. If you have super wide feet, you may want to go up half a size, but it will be pretty long. The KD line, so far, at least the ones that I've tried, like the 9s and 10s, I don't recommend these for like wide footers. I don't think this is a wide foot friendly shoe. But yeah, sizing or fit, true to size. So if I had just tried these on, I would have said the support was good. But since I have played a few hours in this shoe, I can kind of see where the support is going already in this shoe. So in the heel, it's great so far. I haven't had any heel slippage, but in the forefoot, especially like lateral movements, it kind of feels like my foot is sliding off the footbed a little bit, sometimes a lot. It just depends on how hard my cut is. But support wise, it looks like it's not going to be the best shoe. I think the KD9 has slightly better support. But overall, it's not bad, but it's not the best. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this overview. I will be putting out a performance review on the KD10s within the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. If you guys like the video, please hit that thumbs up button for me and hit that subscribe button for me as well. But that's pretty much it guys. Peace.